can do. Come on, bitches. Welcome back to the Beanso, Meanso, Mucho, Not So Much So Enterprises LLC Productions video selection and podcast series. Oh, that's nothing. That sound, that was nothing. You heard nothing. You knows nothings. What the fuck is that? It's a fucking buggy bug. I don't like you, bug. That's why you're dead. Yo, hello, it's SJ Peterson. Yo, what's up, dude? What's populating, SJ? You tell me what's up. You tell me. You tell me what's up, dude. What's up? Welcome back, everyone. I want to welcome you back to the Beanso, Meanso, Mucho, Not So Much So Enterprises, LLC Productions, Video Selection, and Podcast Series. Yo, it's Triple ZW, formerly known as Double ZW. Beanso with the rose. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. I'm growing some roses, man. I got some rose colored glasses. The world is a beautiful place. Full of. Never mind. Everything above your head is what's up. That is the worst answer I've ever heard. Very boring. Why you gotta be so boring, dude? Come on, man. You can't do that to me. It's Friday night, bitches. Well, Beanzo, I was into the car today. I was tearing that bitch up. I tore that car apart. Dude, with the glasses. I wonder if I can like that. Oh, I can. I can send a little love that way. Shout out to WZW. Send him a little love, everybody. Doesn't matter. Sent Unk Alert. I don't like that one. That one should cost $5. What's I don't like that one. How long did the cabin filter take? Oh my god. It took a few minutes. It took about 45 minutes to really break it all down, and then the hardest part was getting the glove box out. And then you had to make sure not to yank the fucking little glove box light. There's a light bulb in there. It was fucking. It's crazy how they clipped everything in there. And then the filters were nasty. And it was like I parked in the sun, and the sun was like all it was out for like the time for a few hours today, so it was sunny, and I was sweating bullets. But I did get it all hooked up. That one is hilarious. Yeah, the Unk Alert. Why would YouTube do that? I guess it's fun for the audience. Yeah. Very funny. Yes, very funny. I am an uncle, actually. Actually, I am very uncool. Isn't it uncool? I think it evolved from uncool or uncle to uncool. That's a half hour to 0.6 hours billable to a mechanic, by the way. A specific vehicle is notoriously different to change the cabin. Oh, difficult to change the cabin filter on. Dude, it was crazy. You, it was crazy. You break apart the side, then you break apart the middle console, you undo a screw, and then you break apart that piece, and then there's all this. It was crazy. I was like, what the fuck? I watched the video because that's what I've been doing. I've been watching the videos and like, okay, I can do this. It's auto cooked once again. Auto cook strikes again, my friend. I got your back. But it was worth it because that shit was nasty. I don't even use the air conditioner in that car. I just fucking roll the windows down. And now I did get this silicone grease, which I think I got the right stuff. Maybe I didn't, but I wiped all the rubber, all the seals for all the windows and all the doors and the trunk and the hood. I like wiped it all down with this grease. It like made it dark black, but it also like I think it's supposed to make it seal better or something. I don't know. Sorry, I disconnected from my internet. That's okay, dude. Nobody's really keeping score here. Um, so I did do all that, and then I went to change the spark plugs today. I feel like I should be making these into videos. Um, I guess I should. So my socket set came, and the spark plugs came. So I took all the spark plugs out except for the first one. It was like locked in there. Beanso changes his plugs, bruh. So the question is, have you spent more fixing it up than the value of the car yet? Probably. Steady bought it for $500. I spent 1,600. She sold it to me for 16, and then I've spent about $500 on it. So I'm in the car like $2,100. I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, I think the value of the car is 3,000. I think 2,000 is 16 is the lowest end, up to 3. I think at the highest it's like 29. You bought a Focus ST. Oh, those are cool, but it's a Ford and put 7,000 into mods. Ooh, it's fast though. Big turbo, full build. I know Ford isn't really that. I don't know what it is, but those engineers just seem really retarded, don't they? Not to not to shit talk, but my Ford had 19 horsepower, and the way that the pistons, the head was drilled and machined, they were like so close that you could just like fucking grenade at any time. Beast is back. Just total grenade. So it's like I don't know what it is about these Hondas. Japanese people, you know. I'm brand agnostic. I own Toyotas too. Brand agnostic, huh? That's interesting. Depends on the model. Yeah, that's true. I heard that Ford really likes their trucks, so they like take extra care on trucks. But I don't know shit about cars, dude. But I do like those Ford STs. I like the hatchback, 5 speed. I mean, that's got to be fun to drive. What I really want is a Honda. So there's two different cars I want. I want like a 92 or a 94 hatch Civic, 5 speed, or I want like a 2008 Honda Fit, which would be like newer and less troubles with it, right? It'd be easier to. You would just have less trouble with a newer Honda Fit. How I tell my grandpa he can't come to the cookout. Hey, Gramps, can't come to the cookout. You sold your Ford for 2 popsicle sticks and a signed photo of Betty White. That's probably worth it. 5 liter and 3.5 liter engines have issues. Cam phasers mainly. What the fuck's a phaser, dog? Honda Fit is a good commuter. Actually, the Honda Fit is one of the last enthusiast cars because of the suspension, the geometry of the car. Honestly, I can't wait to own one. Really, you got a hard question to solve? Go ask ChatGPT. Like the rest of your fucking generation, you fucking worthless piece of shit. Don't ask me. Go get lied to by someone else. By a large language model. Go ahead, you fucking prick. Or just copy paste it in the next stream. Honda Fit, good commuter. I don't know, dude. Get the 5 speed and just fucking You can actually, you can do a lot of stuff for those Honda Fits. Oh yeah, too sweet to Patson. I almost forgot. You can do a lot of cool stuff. Oh, road, boom, roasted, bitch. Go fucking put your finger in a light socket. You can get a Ford Fiesta. Yeah, I saw those. It's the smaller Focus, yeah. But doesn't the Focus have like a double clutch? And what is a double clutch? And why is it so shitty? You don't seem very brand agnostic right now. I'm just saying, dog. I I definitely want a Honda. I want a Honda Fit. That's what I want. A Civic would be too big of a money pit right now, unless I just had a bunch of money. If I had 12 grand, I'd buy that one out of Olathe, Kansas. And it's like decked out. Oh my God. The one double thinks is a turd mobile. Welcome home, everyone. Yo, what up? My Focus is a 6-speed stick shift. Okay. You know what's weird? My brother's got a Focus, and I'm thinking about trying to buy it just so I can like go to Tulsa this year. A Honda Ridgeline before the Tundra. Love the Ridgeline, but I need a full size. Gotcha. Nice chat GPT. If it could give me the definition of a loser, it sent me a photo of Timu Dylan. I wonder what he looks like. Probably like a Timu Dylan. Probably like Timu Dylan. Like Dylan, but just like a cheaper version of Dylan. One that's gonna break as soon as you plug it in. You know, I did do my challenge today, so like I think I'm a little bit behind track, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna spend like a couple days just banging it out. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking banging. Can't say long. Hope all is well. Some fuel for the fire. The time is near. The ghost is coming. The chair is haunted. Dude, I've been thinking about it all day. I'm like, what's the first thing I'm gonna film? I thought about texting you like, yo, give me the shots you want first. But then I was like, why don't I just do that? It's just been really busy around my house right now, and you have no idea. Well, actually, you have an idea. Other people don't have any idea. Good night, Beanso. Good night, S.J. Peterson. Saving up cum cubes? What? You look kind of like a sloth from Goonies. And Rosie O'Donnell had a love child. Double clutching is a shifting. No. Not double clutching. I know what that is. But double clutch system on like the Ford. I think it is the Ford Focus. Is you can buy those cars like all over the place because the double clutch went out. But I'm familiar with double clutching. Dual clutch? Oh, maybe it is dual clutch. Yeah. Maybe it's the dual clutch. My bad. Dude, I'm telling you, I still don't know shit about cars. I'm just now learning. I'm just now learning the jargon, right? I can now say the engine block and know what it is, and the head, and the valves, and the fuel rail. Like, I just now I'm learning exactly what these pieces are. Don't worry, I'm only 18. I worked it out. I've been distracted. Don't forget the overdub planned with Dread Alert. That's what we write first. And then go time. Fun fact, I raced cars throughout my 20s. I bet that was fun. Racing cars would be awesome. Oh shit, it's Jessica. It's me, Jessica. What up, Jay? Mostly turbocharged rice burners. That's exactly what I would love to have. I'd love to have a turbo. Actually, I'm not really stoked on turbos. I just want a rice burner. Like a Conjo loop car. The Focus automatic transmissions are fucked. They go out around 100K. The engines and turbos are fine. Oh, okay. That's why you can. The VTech kicked in. When the VTech kicks in, I know it's like a whole trendy short. Dual clutch transmission. Yeah. Does running from the police qualify as a street race? No. If so, I got street race experience. No, technically not. Because if you lose, you go to jail. Starting with an eagle talon. An eagle talon? Then went to Mazda with a protege, and then Dodge Neon SRT4, then an Impreza. Oh shit! Graduated to the Impreza. Good night, brother. Talk to you soon. Let's go. Cool, dude. I'm shooting Sunday, and I'm going skating. Skating's at the top of my priority list on Sunday. It goes skateboarding and filming. That's like right there because I got to break in the new camera, right? I'm gonna get a couple clips, and then I'm gonna come home and I think I'm gonna film more. Peace, doubles. Probably skate tomorrow. I wish I could skate tomorrow. I'm doing the transmission fluid tomorrow, and I got my fingers crossed. Skate for Mark Johnson. Yeah, you've been saying that. Hey, what's up, Beanso? Just want to let you know I declare jihad on your mom's beehole, and I was in there like swimwear, baby. That's why I love here, and you're down there. Well, I know what you meant. You know, it's just not what you said. So whatever. It doesn't really hit right, does it? But I knew what you meant. So that's okay. J Hook. Have a good night, J Hook. Hook to the J with a capital K. Baby. Well, well, well. It's been a oh yeah, it's been a productive day. The check engine light is for misfires. You know how I told you the check engine light went off? Well, it came back on. Fill me in, unless completely not cool. Where is Mount Steady Girl? Steady is, she's around somewheres, out there's. Just getting it out of the way. Oh, okay. Thanks, Parkway. Oh, which is, I forgot who your other pseudonym was, but I recognize you. Steady and I broke up, and then she went on vacation, and I plan on seeing her sometime soon. That's the whole thing. There it is. It's all there. I hope to see her soon again. But, what sucks about there's a lot of things that suck about Beanso. You and Steady broke up? Well, yeah, for a little while, yeah. Oh, you're on the right track with plugs. If it was a misfire, totally not the whole thing. Well, no. What's up, the sky? It's Toes trucking. What up, Toe baby? I redid the spark plugs, and then the spark, the wires, the coils or whatever. Some people call it a coil pack, I guess. What does a street race and the Special Olympics have in common? Both require being at least a little retarded. I broke up with my girl a year ago. She went on to like two other dudes at the same time. Is she selling it now? I have her idea. She says she could get paid for it. Did you get your car fixed? Check all the shit? It's a misfire. So, like, I did the spark plugs today. One of them was a total bitch to get out. Like, I had to get some fucking penetrating fluid. You know what I'm saying? Coil packs? I don't know. I hear that on the internet. I'm like, what the fuck's a coil pack? I'm just calling these spark plug wires. Death penalty? Thoughts. If you get convicted, sure, you should be able to be up for appeal as well. But if your appeal gets denied, you know, I think it's off you go. Say fuck it, sell the bitch as it is. Yeah, it's the things that suck into the spark plugs. So you're saying it was a total beanso to get out? Yeah. You're all in the tizzy? Okay. Just replace the coil packs if you still have a misfire. So I did. It's all new. New spark plugs, new coil packs. There's a new head gasket, or not head gasket, new valve cover gasket. The PCV valve was not a good fit. It didn't like fit, so I got to return it. Coil packs are easy to replace, yes. Um, the oil change was good. The coolant was horrible, so that's flushed. I like flushed the system. Kiddo was supposed to come home, and now she is back in a bad state, and I'm kind of fucked over it. Oh, that sucks. Top three reasons for a check engine light? You'll never guess. Right? It's usually something. What is it? Like an O2 sensor or something? Try gum out? For what? Loose gas cap? Could be a bad fuel injector. Yeah, I think so. I think it's the fuel delivery system. The gas was in it for 2 years and just sat for like pretty much 2 years. 2 years. I'm questioning why I keep going because someone as dumb today I didn't get a fucking answer. This is like coffee. What? It's time for the truth by BZ. Yeah, I can play that. How can you change the spark plugs when cars don't exist? Uh huh. Oh, Gumont for the fuel? Do I just put it in the gas tank? You know what I want to do? I want to get a new fuel pump and take the old one out and then reorganize it, put it back in. It must be BBN. Yes, that is it. Big beautiful nutsack. I just need a fucking break, you know. You've seen my life recently in the past year, you know. Now I'm on the other side. I just want it to stop. Dude, I've been there. I've been there so much. You just need a fucking break. Like, give me a break, life. And life's like, oh yeah, everything's going good. You think it's going good? Bam! And you're like, oh my god, you broke my jaw. You broke my jaw. It's like, oh yeah. Get a big ass bottle of Gum Out fuel system cleaner. Yeah, in the old gas tank. Yeah, you got that. Yeah, I said it was me. No, you never said it was you. We figured that out. We figured it out. I knew who you were, but I forgot your name because it's a stupid name. You never said it was BBN. You were trying to hide, which is such a pussy move. You need a hide. You can have a number 4 balloon? Oh. Women were the number 1 problem in my life. I'm telling you, man, it's just a. You're welcome. I need to chill. I'm cracking that keyboard. You're crack-kinkin. Maybe I'll do that. The fuel system, it's the fuel delivery. It's just old gas and it's all gunky and built up, you know. It just needs a fucking. It's posing for the pounding, man. It needs cleaned out. It needs its shit pushed in. You know what I'm saying? It needs a good colon cleansing. Why don't you click on it and see where I said it literally a few messages ago? Oh, you said it today? You said it today? Well, we already figured you out, dude. Use some Lucas fuel injector cleaner, $20. Maybe a few bottles and a couple tanks of gas. Listen, don't tell me what to do, biatch. I just want to, like, I don't know. What am I going to do? Adjust the valves? Once I get down in there, adjust the valves, and I don't know. It's not going to kill the car to run on a misfire. Yeah, and I don't think it's like it had stored codes from previous misfires. It was like all cylinders were misfiring in the old codes. And then the new code was just cylinder 2 was misfiring, which I think that means it's not on time. It's not like at the right time, right? Fuel system. That's what I've got down to it. That's what I kind of think. You have a coffee moment? Name's Chewy Beans. Holy shit, Michelle Susan. Acolyte? That's up there, baby. Shout out to Michelle. With one L, homie. Fuzzy dice would be cool. I got a homie named Chewy Beansies. He'll hook you up with a car for real, for real. Hell, put some spinners on it. Maybe a couple throw pillows. TV news reporter. Hell yeah. Fuzzy dice. If that doesn't work, then you have a bad engine. I'm sure. I mean, if I can get it running, I'll keep it. If not, I'm gonna have to sell it for $500. Boom! I'm here. It's Lynn Ellen. What kind of car? It's an '02 Honda Accord. What's crazy is it's all original on the inside. It's all OEM. Everything. Like they didn't. Like if it was a Civic from '02, then it's trash. The bean seat cover. Fucking sell that bitch for 1K and say, whoops, didn't know it had that, you know? I should try to do that. I don't have the title. I have the title, but I haven't registered it to get a new title back. Don't give a shit about the other person. That's funny. Michelle as an acolyte. Yo, thank you. Still got it. It's hot as fucking. I gotta put a t-shirt on. That hoodie was so hot. That hoodie was too hot. It's too hot. But look, I'm planning on registering it Monday. Go to the DMV. Actually, I think it needs an inspection. I gotta send you some real curtains. Yeah, that'd be nice. Why? Because these? That's for my projector. There are curtains underneath that. Oh lordy, I've been in a washing machine that hasn't stopped. How's everyone? Beanso, motorcycle grapes, love. Double ZW, we're doing good, thank you. Just, I picked up a new hobby, working on a car. The '02 to '05 Hondas were piles of shit. Well, this is like the '98 to '02. It's all like the same. But '02 still qualifies. Oh, my bad. Yeah, there's curtains underneath the sheet. The sheet is just for when I watch movies on the projector. It fills up the whole thing. But I haven't done that in a while. Get an iDog, and you should be good. Just order a new title or go down there and get one. That's what I'm doing. You have corn in your ears, mate. Looks like a big white vag. A saggy vag. That's what my last car looked like. That Ford had 19 horsepower. How did it even move under its own weight? Are you going to sell the other car or fix this one and sell it or keep all your toys? So I sold the Ford, the white Ford Fuchsia. That one's gone. I got 5,500 out of it, which is good because work is like non-existent, and that's how I'm going to pay bills is the money from the car sale. And then I bought this one, and I think I spent like 500 bucks so far plus the 1,600. And I bought a couple extra bits and bobs, tools, and then I bought this visor. But the more I get into this car, like the more I should probably sell it. I really would like a Honda Fit. That's what I really want. I want a Honda Fit, kind of stock. I want a stock Honda Fit. There's one that's nice for $4 grand. The 2003 Honda Accord is rated as number 2 worst car. Number 1 is a 2002 Ford Explorer. Agreed. My apologies, yet I already gotta go due to many things needed tomorrow. Peace and love. All right, Lynn Ellen, you take care of yourself out there. You didn't do any research. No. I mean, I sold the car on Friday, and then I asked Steady if I could buy this car on Friday. She picked me up. We went to her house, and then we had to jump the car. Then we had to go, then it died. Then we had to go buy a battery. Well, she took me to go buy a battery. Yeah, I didn't have nothing lined up. I also, when I sold my car, I tried to talk the guy out of it. My car was just been on Marketplace for like a month and a half. And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna come in on Sunday." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever, dude." Well, I'll be there Friday. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. And he shows up, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is wrong. This is wrong. It's one key. The fucking CV axle's busted. He must have backed up into something. Somebody smoked a fucking pothole. Um, what else is wrong with the car?" He's like, "Oh, sometimes the key fob doesn't work." Like I tried talking him out of it, and he looked at me and was like, "I'll buy it." I was like, "Oh my god!" While he's driving it, are you back in good graces with Steady? Sure. So you sold one piece of shit for another piece of shit. Been there, kinda. Yeah, I mean, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? My stepdad was murdered for his Honda Fit, and it's a CSI place until the trial's over. I wonder if they'll sell it to me. Sound like you. So you sounded like the guy who sold you the bike. I know, right? It's been. Yeah, I sold my bike. I sold my car. I bought a new bike and a new car. A different bike and a different car. Nothing has been new. Gonna have some bad gas by then. That's okay. I'm dealing with that now. That's all right. Hopefully they fry that bastard. Lynn, back at you, sweetheart. Oh yeah. But Steady did not want to sell me that car. She's like, "I don't want to sell it to you because it's gonna have problems, and I don't want to fucking hear about it. And I just want out of my life and gone." She's like, "I can list it on Marketplace and sell it, and not ever have to deal with it again." I'm like, "Yeah, well, why didn't you do this, Steady? Why didn't you do this? You could have listed it months and months and two. You could have listed it 2 years ago, and it would have been gone." But you let it sit for 2 years, and then I had to talk you into selling it to me. About 2000 Camry, put a time belt on it, new battery, and then your mom put 150K on it. It locked up at 477. Yeah, that's about right. The car doesn't owe me shit. Best car ever. Where's Steady tonight? Is this the Steady fucking show? Did you guys go to Steady's channel and be like, "Oh, is she streaming? She's not here. May I take a fucking message?" Yes, seeking death penalty. Right. If you get convicted, you should probably fry. You should get an appeal because I think the system gets it wrong sometimes. But I mean, eventually, you're gonna have to go down. Eventually, if you did the crime and it's beyond reasonable doubt, and your appeal is just like, maybe you guys will just take it easy on me and just forget about that whole thing. No, we're not forgetting about that. Only if you pled not guilty. Only what? That penalty is a warning to others not to do it. True. Everyone loves steady sassy pants. Yes, they do, don't they? Yeah, where is sassy pants? Well, she's not here right now. Would you want me to take a message for her? If some good news, it's just and buried nighttime owl. My horse Aaron died. Shout out to that horse baby on God. Let Steady know what. What would you like to tell Steady? Just go ahead and say it. Go ahead. Can you call her? I've been trying to reach her about her car's extended warranty. Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't really call her. I don't want to get the iPad. That we're thinking about her. Okay, I'll let her know. Shabbat Shalom. Oh my God, Rabbi. That's that's got to be P Stan. How are you not getting like totally booted out of YouTube? Play me some Nintendo Switch. The first one. Gonna be playing this on my YouTube channel. Turn on June Jetstar, June 8th. Right on, Justin. Yeah, send her a message and let her know we asked about her. Okay, I will do that. Nationwide, the median annual cost to incarcerate a single prisoner is roughly 60 grand. 1 million to 3 million per inmate over their lifetime sentence. I am P. Stein's rabbi. Right on, man. So capital punishment is good savings. Well, I don't. Yeah, let Steady know. I will let her know. Yeah, I will send her a message. Um, Capital punishment. I don't think saving money is the right route. The prison system needs like kind of an overhaul because it is just like it's kind of messed up, and some of those people we don't need to be paying for. You know what I mean? Beanso bomb. That's a new one. Yeah, P Stan likes. I can't really joke about. What is it? I can't even talk about it. I currently have a strike currently, so I can't really joke about Jewish people. I'm afraid to even say that because they're a protected class of people, and it's not right. It's considered hate speech, even to say a joke. So I can't. It's privatized and making the elite millions. Well, it's making people. I think it's making the state. I think the state is who, right? Because it all comes from the state gets federal grant money, and federal grant money just comes from taxpayers. And then also the state pays through state taxes. So it's like we're paying for it. Bar Shlomo is here for Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, homie. Oh, those who can't be critiqued, huh? I wonder why. You can't do it. I already have a fucking hate speech strike on my channel. You know how bad that is for your channel? It's really fucking bad. Like, it's really fucking bad. So I don't even joke about that. I can't joke about it anymore. Or in Yiddish, we can say gut Shabbos. I can't. I don't condone it, man. I can joke about any other person or class of people or what have you, but do you think that's insane? Why do you think that's insane? Peace Dan. I can't do it. Did someone complain for you to get a strike? No, no. Nobody complained. And it happened immediately. It happened immediately. I said something and then I was like on the bike streaming. I was on the Honda. I said something and then I immediately got taken down in a strike, like automated system, because they listen. You can criticize anyone. Yes, that's true. Um, they have the automated systems that literally track what you say, right? They're like taking down every word in the audio, and then they're like, they run it in real time up against stuff. The kosher YouTube algorithm. Dude, it is what it is. There's no, it just is what it is. It's a private company that can do, it's a policy within the company. It's like going to McDonald's and being like, trying to smoke a cigarette. Criticize MAGA, nothing happens. Absolutely. I mean, you can threaten to burn someone's house. You can do whatever you want to pretty much anyone else. That's just the way it is. It's fucking, it's crazy. But that's just how it is. You can't go to, it's just like going to McDonald's and trying to smoke a cigarette. They'll kick you out. They're like, no, you can't do that here. Well, it's not illegal to smoke a cigarette. No, but this is our establishment, and we say you can't smoke in here. You need to stop using YouTube, Rumble, and Kick. You need to get away from YouTube. I mean, you totally can. You're just missing out on whoever's on YouTube, which is like everybody's on YouTube. News, sports, media, podcasting. And it's not like you're going to ever get away from it everywhere you go. So, what? Rumble's in Canada. They're based out of Canada, aren't they? Create your own free speech uncensored version of YouTube called the Bean Shoot. Blue Sky is horrible. I would never go to Blue Sky ever. Double Z, is school out over there? Japan is kicking out Chinese people. Okay, word. What if your rant against Down syndrome people is the reason I got flagged? I don't know, man. You can be woke, paid liberal agitator, and get away with burning down cities like Minneapolis, Portland, and Kenosha. Agreed. Tyler Oliveira did. I just pay for his website membership now. Yeah. I mean, there's very few media outlets. You know what I'm saying? Zero tolerance for hate speech. That's right. I don't condone it. I don't condone hate speech. I got re educated. YouTube re educated me. I was unaware. Anyways, let Steady know. Okay, I'll let her know. That sounds good. And Blue Sky. Oh yeah, Blue Sky. I saw like after Charlie got shot, Blue Sky was ridiculous. I never seen so like I didn't go there, so I mean I guess I can't really say, but I saw some screenshots and stuff, and that's all people were talking about was like how great it was that Charlie's dead. I don't know if anybody's death has ever been celebrated that much ever. Like I don't even think people celebrated Hitler's death that much. I honestly never heard anyone celebrate his death. Like, I am so glad that they killed Hitler. I just so glad. Oh my god. I never seen anybody dress up for Halloween like as a dead Hitler with like what he like took poison, didn't he? Like pills or something, or he used a pew pew. Yes, P Stan, true. It's a weird modern culture. I don't know. Weird is probably not the right term. What's good, everyone? What's cracking? Oh, it was a water pistol. Gotcha. Steady's interested in solar panels. I'll ask her about solar. Do you have any solar panels we could sell her? She loves that. It's her favorite thing. You know. But how many people did you see celebrate his death versus Hitler? Like, I mean, versus anybody. You think I'm being a little hyperbolic? Maybe you live in like Bikini Bottom under a fucking rock with Patrick Starr, bro. Maybe you do. Blue Sky, you can create your own domain, control all the aspects since it's decentralized. You don't have the overlords controlling it like YouTube. I'm not the one that has a fucking problem with YouTube. I don't really have a problem with it. I really don't. Because you want to know why? Let me just tell you something. I don't believe I don't believe that Jews control the world. I don't believe that they control the government. I don't believe that they're controlling the president. I think they're just another. I do think that some of the things they do is like kind of sketchy. I watched a lot. I've seen a few Tyler videos, and yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. And like when they take over schools and school boards and they flip shit, and it's kind of fucking weird. But I don't think like these are the people you think are running the entire globe for somehow they run everything somehow. There's like not very many of them, and like it's a small country. They've been kicked out of a bunch of countries and this and that. And there's only so many of them. Like, and they do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't. I, I don't know, man. Are they really controlling everything in the world? And do they do weird stuff? Didn't they buy like Pornhub or OnlyFans or something? And it's like it's such a divisive, like, I just don't buy it. I'm like, what? I just don't buy it. So that's why, and that's another, like, I always, I've liked YouTube for a long time, and I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with, like, I don't know. I just don't have a problem with it. I have zero problem with it. I don't have a problem. Look at the richest people in the world. Do you see any correlation? The richest people in the world, we don't actually have a name for. Like, I'm pretty sure those are the people we don't have names for. YouTube's the least bad, but it doesn't make it good. I think it does make it good. YouTube's probably the best place. If you really think about it, like, where would we be without YouTube? YouTube has been, it's such a huge thing. It's such a hard thing to wrangle. Like, if you put me in charge of fucking YouTube or like me in a position to build something like YouTube, there's no fucking way I could do it. There's no fucking way. How do you even manage something this big and keep it sort of safe and make sure there's not like, gore and death and pornography and like even like all because all everybody's got access to it. So how could you even I think they're doing a good job. I'm just saying, like, how difficult would it be to manage? And when people like, oh, well, my comments don't show up, or no one's coming to my streams and stuff, and YouTube shadow banning me, I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure I don't buy it. Now they have admitted to certain levels of like reach or whatever, but I don't. I think a lot of it's just automated. You don't have to buy it. They already bought everyone. Like who? I just yeah. I don't have a problem with YouTube. I think it's fine. I'm not just saying this. And it kind of seems like I'm just saying this to like appease YouTube, but I'm honestly I don't really have a I don't see a problem with it because it just doesn't bother me. I don't know why. You know how many Jewish people I've actually ever met in my life? Like zero. I don't think I've ever met a Jewish person. I don't think I've ever met one. I don't think I've ever seen one. There's not even one in the town I live in. I don't even see them. I'm straight, dude. There's nobody here. We're all conservatives. I think I've only ever seen, there's some weird ass people here too, but there's probably more drug addicts than there are any other any other denomination of people. So it's like I don't even fucking worry about it. This is like the last people ever. And on like a global scale, now do I think Israel deserves some sort of criticism? Sure. Just like every other government out there, every other world leader also deserves criticism. And I think you can do that. You can do that. I think it's your privilege and your right to do that. Um, I've got plenty of criticisms. Like, you bombed the shit out of Gaza. I think you went a little too far, and you probably should have just told everyone up front, like, here's the expectation. We're going to bomb the shit out of this place. Okay? Now, there's nothing you can do about it because we are just going to do it. Oh, okay. Well, it's not going to be good. No, it's not going to be good. And we're going to bomb the shit out of it from one side to the next, from up north to all the way down. It's all gone. Oh, shit. Probably should have said that in the beginning. Big solar panels in the farm fields. It's nauseating. These buildings are parking lots, not farmland. No shit. No shit. Farmland is like what makes the country beautiful. We live in such a beautiful country. Filthy little hats. Dude, I'm not repeating that. Actually met a dozen Jewish people, and they aren't nowhere near as bad as people make them out to be. The ones I met were actually very generous and charitable. That's right. I remember you saying that before. Because I've said this before. I've said I've never even met him, and P Stan actually has. I live in a very red part of my state. When are we converting to Judaism? I would convert to Catholicism. I think. I think Catholicism would be because I kind of like the aesthetic. Christianity doesn't have an aesthetic. When you think Christianity, you think a cross. That's it. When you think Catholicism, you think like regalia and fucking incense and big cathedrals and like the whole thing. But when you say Christianity, well, I guess Christianity is like the big thing. But what are we around here? I don't even know what we are around here. We're just like the Sunday, Wednesday churchgoers, sometimes Friday. Robert Menendez, don't know who that is. Hillary Clinton's never been good. Kamala Harris also sucks. Mitch McConnell sucks. Mark Kirk, don't know who he is. A Republican from Illinois. Okay. What does that mean? They like Jewish people? Your great 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 grandpappy, Jumpin' Jimmy Jack Jericho, was a Jewish German hybrid. He had it rough. Orthodox is the way to go. I mean, you have a freedom to do whatever you want. There you go. Some of the top takers of Israeli money. What is Israeli money? What does that mean? It came from Israel, church 3 days a week, and that's just to you. Patrick, do you have it together yet? That's how much money they took from APAC. Oh, yeah. I don't think APAC should be a thing. Yeah, I don't think politicians need more influence from outside money. So, yeah, like I said, there's several. Oh, shit, it's Moto Fuzz. What up, Moto Fuzz? There's several criticisms you could have, but that's not just Israel doing it. Like China does that. I don't think China should be doing it. And then guess who allows it? Is Israel allowing Israel to influence our politicians? No. America is allowing other countries to influence our politicians. So you can't really blame anyone but yourself. It's Romans. It's your fault. China does not do that. You don't think China does do that, actually? It's your fault. You want to know why? Because you haven't done anything about it. China cannot do that. That's the whole point. Well, there was a governor from fucking, what was it? I forget what county over in California who just had to resign because she was a fucking Chinese spy. So they can do that. They did do that. Show me a man that gets rich by being a politician. I'll show you a crook. That's true. Joe Lieberman, Mitch McConnell, Ted Cruz. Mm-hmm. And who is allowing it to happen? You are. Romans 3:10. You're to blame. You're allowing it to happen. It's your fault. It's your fault. All that money, you could have stopped it. It's your fault. People always say small hats, big problems. That's crazy. The government is, I'm one voter and I'm educating people. I don't think you're educated. How many people have you educated? Just this room? The government is not responsible. That's like having a rabid fucking dog just going around biting people. Like it's a rabid dog, it's biting people, but you're not gonna do anything to cage it. That's what it does. That's what the government does. The government is a corrupt thing once it's so big, and it is corrupt. I'm one voter. You can change the hearts and minds of many people if you use the right words and the right language. How does anybody get anything done? Well, with the right words. Words hold power. And if you wrote the right words at the right time to the right people, you could change everything. You're to blame. That's not saying I disagree with you, because I agree there should be less outside money influencing our politicians. There should be no money. There should be no money. You should be starting with. See, I'm not the one complaining about it. I know it's fucked, and I don't have a big problem with it. I just don't. I don't have a big problem with it. It's no surprise to me. None of that is surprising. It's not surprising. Are they going to get away with it for a long time? Yeah, they probably will. Is it really going to bother me? No. Have they been doing it already for a long time? Yeah, they've been doing this for a long time, dude. You know it. I know it. Most people know it. No one's going to do anything about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. Some things will never change. Oh, yeah. See, here you go. You're talking about APAC. Cloaks itself as a grassroots run organization by American citizens. You're right. I should start an American China Republic Affairs Committee. I know I'm right. Because the problem isn't people are doing it. People are, of course, they're going to spend money at their own to try to help themselves out. Of course they are. The problem is we let it happen. Of course the government's corrupt. The problem is not that it's corrupt, but we let it happen. The blame is on ourselves, not with them. You know it's going to happen. Fucking give a child a fucking whole bucket of ice cream. What are they going to do? They're going to eat the whole fucking bucket of ice cream, and you're going to have a problem. And that's not the child's fault. That's your fault. Beanso, if you want to know the truth, sell everything you own and roommate with me in a small town in Missouri. That'd be awesome. We just need to start other foreign affairs thing. Is it just like turning it down on my watch? For other foreign nations, obviously, you have to fight fire with fire. Two wrongs don't make a right, man. Because then you're trying to influence what geopolitical affairs, but we don't. We need like less intervention, and we need to fucking fix stuff here. We don't need to waste energy and money and time trying to interfere somewhere else and trying to control because that doesn't really help anything here. We need to fix it here. That's all. I still don't think they run the world. I don't think so. Just corrupt people doing corrupt shit. It's a cop out. Isn't it a little bit of a cop out to just use a broad, sweeping generalization? There we go. American European Public Affairs Committee. It's been corrupted since the founding fathers. I don't think it's been corrupted that long. They wanted to prioritize landowners. That's been bastardized into corporations. Yeah, corporations being like what? They got their own sovereignty, basically? Like, that's fucked up. Gotta get up early for a bagel run. The Canadian is in the house. Night all. Don't go to bed mad or sad. Let it all go. Tomorrow's a new day and a blank page to write your story. I do love a new day. I often am like, you know what? I'm gonna have this chocolate shake today. Fuck it. But tomorrow, and I always think that, like, you know what? I can start right now doing all the things I want to do and doing the things. It's basically like controlling my diet and really whittling out sweets. I can start right now. That's good. You think we should have a dwarf president? That's hilarious. Beanso, you and I should rule the world and appoint Rebel Ghoster as the main enforcer. He would be a good, like a kick-ass duke. It's not everything, obviously, but when you see more than $1 trillion and a genocide happening with my money and everyone other taxpayers' money, yeah, I mean it's kind of upsetting. You can be upset, man. That's like how you start to make moves. You get pissed off and you fucking anger is a gift, man. He'd be good until he ghosted us. Yeah, I know, right? Citizens United decision. Poppin' Willies. Just make a to-do list daily and be disciplined. That's what I'm saying. I did make a to-do list. I'm getting up at 8 o'clock every morning so I can do my push-ups and then torture myself with sit-ups. Get your 10K steps in. Hey, you still doing Dylan challenge? I am. 2,000 push-ups, 2,000 sit-ups, 2,500 push-ups, and then 10 1-mile runs. So I got to do another mile on Sunday. We said Romans. Well said, Romans. That's a fair point, indeed. Corporate and oh yeah, see, there it is. They ruled that corporate and union political spending is protected under the First Amendment. Shame on that, dude. Allowed unlimited independent political expenditures. Not cool, man. Paving the way for super PACs. We gotta get together and turn that upside down, dude. Sit-ups make your wang bigger. Okay. I've never heard that, dude. I know if you play with it too much, you you go blind. Anger and fear, biggest motivators. Anger's good if you take that energy and be positive. Easy money, you can do it. Yeah, for real. The thing is, I won't see the paycheck until like 3 months from now. Just by the way, it falls. Doesn't bother me that we're making politicians richer, giving your hard earned tax dollars to Israel to finance war and genocide. Meanwhile, here in America, so many are homeless and hungry. But so many of those homeless people do it on purpose. And I don't think there's anybody dying of hunger in America. I don't think so. Those homeless people are just drug addicts. That's all. I've got very, very little empathy for homeless people, unfortunately. You don't know how many homeless people I've met. And I'm like, oh, your problem is you want to be homeless. You don't want to fix your problems. You don't think you have a problem. That's what's wrong with these homeless people. Passed with a 5-4 vote. Disgusting. Free healthcare. Just because something's free doesn't mean it's good. Canada has free healthcare, but there's people dying left and right trying to get their fucking arms fixed after they break it. Free does not mean good whatsoever. You want to know why our healthcare is so fucking good? Because it's so fucking expensive. But it's that fucking good. So I want to say, just wanted you to know I have a Fitbit. So your whole point is to try to flex on me? What? We can barely afford rent and groceries, but we're financing politicians' oceanfront mansions. Yeah, man, we gotta change that. We gotta change it. Yo, does Jesus fuck with furries? Hmm. I don't think so. You want to know why? Ask me. Homeless people should make a to-do list. Pfft, Taco's right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. If they made a to-do list and got it done, they wouldn't be homeless. Their to-do list is I have to find some alcohol and find some weed and find some fucking meth. And that's it. And I'll fucking steal some shit to get it. Most people are panhandling. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Cheaper to fly round trip to China and get an MRI than it is to get one in the US. Are you sure? We should house and feed our own instead of making politicians richer and sending tax dollars overseas. Yeah. 1.5 trillion in military. Healthcare could be a great and cheap. Healthcare could be great and cheap. Prioritize. I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure safety is up there. And what kind of healthcare, right? What kind of healthcare? free basic health care. If you break your arm, we'll fix it. But I mean, if you're just chugging fucking 17 sodas a day and you're eating cheesy puffs and you're fucking eating cookies and you're just opening up packages of food and shoveling it down your face, we probably shouldn't fix your diabetes. We probably shouldn't fucking do that. I don't think we have money for that. To-do list, Fint. America ranks last among wealthy nations in overall health outcomes. Glorious processed foods. Yeah, we rank last among wealthy nations in health outcomes, access, and affordability. Well, that's why they shot that CEO. He was a vigilante. Canada's free healthcare has been broken by an influx of immigrants. 6 months for an MRI, 2 years for a hip surgery. But it's free healthcare. Hey, some homeless people, that isn't fair. Their story. Hey, I've been homeless like twice. 1, 2, 3 times. We have enough means to feed, house, and take care of everyone. It's just as easy as printing paper. But our higher ups would rather put millions. It's not as easy. It's not as easy as that. You can't. You know what happens when you give homeless people a house? They fucking destroy it. They destroy the plumbing. They destroy the electric. They destroy the fucking walls, the floors. They don't know how to take. The problem with most homeless people is they don't have what it takes to become a working cog in society. Like they can't get a job and a car and pay rent. That's all you need. First you need a job and a car, and then hopefully you have a car, then you can get a job, then you can get a house. If you don't have a car, you have to work close by, shower in sinks, which I've done. I've done all this shit. Where'd Doge go? Fuck. I don't know. I wish we had Doge. I don't know what happened to Doge. You die waiting in the ER waiting area. That's what free healthcare is. Fuck that. Food items should be banned. Yes, they're putting forever chemicals on our Pop Tarts. God damn it. They should have looked at the military. We could be saved for a fraction of the 1.5 trillion if the contracts weren't so bloated. Yeah, I mean, there is probably some bloat in there. There's probably a lot of black operations too. That's what happens when you import millions of immigrants. Canada's got that policy. I mean, they're fucking liberal as shit, right? Pitchforks in the house. What up, Peach? You're basically saying homeless people are useless, helpless, and might as well euthanize them. What's your fix? You can't fix it. It's one of the most difficult problems that we face is trying to solve homelessness. The homelessness crisis is so difficult. I think mostly it's a drug epidemic. That's why most of these people end up homeless and shit because of drugs. Most people had homes in the old days. That was called jail or nut houses. Thank you. Taco time. Always fucking on point. The problem with most, I think, in general, across the country, these people are drug addicts. You get rid of all the drugs and the drug addicts, and if these people decided that they didn't want to be addicts anymore, or they knew how horrible it was to be an addict, if they left the denial stage and was like, "Oh, I've got a fucking problem." I mean, they could literally do anything else with their time and it would kind of fix itself. I mean, there's just no way to fix it. These people are failed individuals, and you might as well euthanize them. The people that don't want Have you met any fucking homeless people? Homeless vets on the streets, addiction, and PTSD. Nut house. That's what I'm saying. Drug addictions. If you get rid of the drugs, I mean, you gotta fix that, dude. No drugs or alcohol. Costs and taxes are brutal. Economic problem. Well, I mean, in general, most homeless people are fucking drug addicts. In general. Look at fucking what, Skid Row down in fucking LA. You think those are just homeless vets? Those are nothing but drug addicts the whole way down. I'm a genius amongst us all. Thank you for gracing us with your incredible, never heard before knowledge. We don't deserve you. You're welcome. I was homeless for 3 years. Yes, a lot of them are drug addicts. If you take away the drugs and nobody just gets access to it, and the government like really cracks down on drugs, and like, what else are they gonna do? They could volunteer. They could fucking. I mean, there's so many things that they could do. They could clean the fucking street up. They could garden somewhere. They could help old people out. It would be like, I mean, if you don't do drugs, you've got plenty of other shit you could be doing. I think Voluminate is just being sarcastic, right? I mean, it's pretty thick. Rudy Giuliani cleaned up homelessness in New York City. Yeah, he did a great job. I mean, he's just such a great mayor. What a good mayor. Most homeless are not drug addicts. Categorically wrong. Are you sure they're not drug addicts? Costs and taxes are so high in Seattle that just creating more homeless people. I was homeless once, living in my car, needed the car for work, couldn't afford rent, food, and gas, and keeping the car legal. Me too. I was there too. In 2000, the last time I was homeless was 2019. Bada bing, bada boom. I was living out of my car. Got my job, worked at my job, saved up my money, got an apartment. Bam. Car, job, apartment. Where did I come from? Jail. I walked out of jail and did all this shit. It's not impossible. It's not even that hard. It should not be so difficult to get your shit together. You really just have to fucking. I'm telling you, categorically wrong. Let's see what the says here. 50% of homeless adults reported no illegal drug use. Yeah, because homeless people, you can just trust them. Trust me, bro. Are you using illegal drugs? No way, man. Okay. Because it'll look good on our study. 23% of substance. I will tell you from my anecdotal view, these motherfuckers are drug addicts. I've never met a homeless person that wasn't a drug addict. University of California. Oh, sure. California's great. Our homelessness problem is, and like I said at the beginning, it's a huge, difficult to solve problem. But you're asking Beans, I say all the drugs are gone. You have a lot more homeless, a lot less homeless people. That's just how it goes. Majority of homeless people don't do drugs. Dude, I've never met a homeless person that wasn't doing drugs. Only people that you see are the ones on the street. That's an estimate. That's not a self-reported metric. So they're just estimating. 50% of people aren't high. So is weed a drug? Just even weed. I believe it is. You have what? You've met homeless people? As an ex-homeless, many do drugs. Yes, I was doing drugs when I was homeless. I'm just saying. These motherfuckers, if they weren't doing drugs and they weren't drinking alcohol, if they worked on their addiction, boom, they would be able to put themselves in a better place. Because if you just, because the solution is not take money from the fucking military budget and give it to homeless people. That is absolutely not the answer. Yes, there are homeless people that don't do drugs. They just like they have a hard time managing shit, and they fucking didn't make enough money, and they fucking lost their house. And yes, I get it. That does happen, but you can't take money from the military and be like, "Oh, you're homeless? Here's some money. You're homeless? Here's some money," because only a very small percentage of those people are actually going to use it to get their life back on track. If you just give a bunch of homeless people houses and money, they're just going to ruin the house and get really, really high and get really, really drunk and ruin the fucking house. But you weren't homeless because you were doing drugs. So the first time, what happened the first time I was homeless? No. No, I was never homeless because I was just always doing drugs. I'm telling you the truth. Exactly. If you were homeless and didn't do drugs, would you go to drug treatment? You're talking about a small group of people here that are homeless and not doing drugs. Like they're just a small group. It's just a small group. You give a bunch of so let's take money from the military. These people are, I mean, protecting the fucking country and give it to the homeless people. I mean, those people are going to get really high and really drunk. And that's it. It's a waste of fucking money. I never would do this. I would never vote for this ever. Keep it in the military. I would rather it go to fucking healthcare. I would rather do universal fucking basic healthcare. And if you get the flu, we'll hook you up. You break your arm, we'll hook you up. You get diabetes because you ate a bunch of dumb shit, fuck you. You want us to pay for your gender reassignment surgery? Fuck you. You want us to fucking give you Ozempic? Fuck you. You broke your arm? We'll hook that up. You're homeless? I'm giving it to the military. There's just like no way. There's no fucking way. Some people seem to think that because they see homeless people in drug treatment, that all homeless people do drugs. That's not what I said. I have never seen, I've never met a homeless person that didn't smoke weed or drink alcohol. Never have I ever, bro. So, Pitch, you're telling me the people that you have been homeless around or were homeless, they didn't smoke weed or drink alcohol. I'm just saying, you cannot give these people a house. You can't just drop a house on them. I think there should be a way that they can work themselves up and then have an option. So, there's a local place here, and they will house you for the night. But in the morning, they kick you out. And if you come back for to stay the night with them, you have to be clean and sober, or at least pass for sober and clean. You can't smell like fucking weed and you can't smell like alcohol. If you do, they just turn you away. And they do the best for the homeless people. So there should be ways that you get in. I don't think there should be no option. It's a very difficult thing. And someone smarter than me should build this sort of system to where it's like, yes, we'll help you get the shower, right? Because you got to be clean to get to the job. And then we'll help you get to the job until you can, and you have to like shoot these holes and take these steps. And then we'll help you get the car. Once you get the car, then you're kind of on your own, and then you can stay here for like until you get your own place. And we can help you move it up, but you have to be clean and sober the whole time. And boom, one person at a motherfucking time. Because if you just drop this person who's homeless and just be like, well, whatever you want to do, here's the money, here's the house. Oh, I just get free money and free house because they took it from the military. I'm just going to get high and fucking drunk until I fuck it up. And then boom, I'm homeless again. That's what these people do. Seattle and Vancouver, both fucked with fent. Why are many homeless so lazy? Because they just want to get high and just want to get drunk, and they're totally in denial. Don't take money from the military, take money from Elon Musk, from the entrepreneurs. There's a lot of people out there that are not on drugs that choose to be homeless. They get free government shit and don't want any responsibility. That too, man. See the ones that work and live in their work vehicles? That too. That shit happens too. There's, like I said, there should be some sort of program where it's like, hey, do you want to not be homeless? Yeah, I want to not be homeless. Okay, we're going to help you not be homeless. Right? And you get this one fucking shot. And we're going to try to help you not be homeless. Hey, you, do you want to not be homeless? No, I just want to get high and smoke cigarettes. And okay, we're not going to help you. We don't want to give you any money. Take a second to click Pitchfork and read all the comments you missed. I've read his comments. I read the comments. I just didn't read them out loud. And like, I get that. There's always going to be the exception. These people should kind of get help from their local places, right? You're working, you're living out of your car. Well, let us fucking keep you for the night so you can shower and get to work, right? I'll give you that for 30 days. And by the end of 30 days, and we'll give you like $5 a day for gas, right? And then we can feed you a little bit so you can save your money to get out on your own there, little guy. And then we kick you the fuck out of the nest. And if you can't do it, you're a little fucking bitch and you want to cry and whine and vote communism in. You want to vote it out? You want to take money from the military? That's crazy. I would rather do that for healthcare. Eradicate meth, and fentanyl. But they're two good ways to do it. Communism's not the answer for addiction and mental illness. No, because it's enabling people. That's what giving housing homeless people do. You're enabling this person to, like, you have to suffer and then you have to hit rock bottom and then be like, I need to change my life because I don't want to live down here. For some people, they never hit it. They just keep going and going and going until they drink themselves to death or they OD and they die. I've got no empathy for that shit. 1800, 340 square foot. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. You could fucking live in George's room. I'll rent it out to you for 1800 and I'll drive a brand new Civic in a few months. You're trusting what you see on TV? No. Have I been there? No. Over someone in the chat who worked with homeless directly. Well, Pitch is in Seattle, not LA. Or I guess he was in LA too, but if you can't afford rent in a town, you need to move. Yeah, get some of these motherfuckers out of LA. Get them out of Seattle. Move them to the fucking Midwest in some farm. House them in a chicken shack. House them somewhere. Beanso, Elon Musk makes more money in 90 seconds than most of us make in a decade. Nobody should be homeless unless entirely by choice. That happens. There's an idea of affordable housing is the same price per square footage, just less footage. Apodments. Oh, it's a pod. Live in the pod, eat the bugs. I don't know. And there's all kinds of things that can happen. You can break your arm, not be able to work, can't pay bills, get evicted, boom, homeless. This can happen. I mean, this could happen to me. I hope to God it doesn't. This kind of thing does happen. And I'm not a drug addict. I don't gamble, smoke, drink, nothing. Could happen to me. Would I want, what would I need? Well, luckily, I'm not a fucking drug addict. So I would be able to bounce back. But if I was a fucking drug addict, who would want to help me out? People I know. Hey, steady, I need some help. Oh, you do? Okay, I'll try, maybe I'll help you out. Hey, cousin, I need some help. Okay, yeah. Well, hey, man, I really need some help. And then you go there and you just fucking burn your bridge because you're wanting to get high, you want to get drunk. People are like that. Figure out monthly minimum wage, subtract 1,800 plus food. Anything left? I'm in West Seattle. Nobody should have to move anywhere. Housing should be entirely free. Shit is super expensive. Ferguson Wilson can fuck off. That way we can actually enjoy our lives and work to buy stuff to enrich our lives, not work to feed yourself and house yourself. I mean, it's just not gonna. That stuff doesn't happen, right? It doesn't happen without communism, which is super bad. Capitalism is like the thing. Not arguing, just worked with the non-drug addict homeless people for about a decade. I'm not arguing either. Like, I know that that does exist out there. I know it exists. My personal experience is I've never met a homeless person who's not an alcoholic or a drug addict, or at least using. Free houses, food, you can ride a unicorn. It shits ice cream, butterflies, rainbows everywhere. Everybody does what they want. You're pro communist in a sense that all wealth and joy is for me, but not for thee. And I get it, man. People become homeless for all kinds of reasons. And I say, you know what would help? No drugs and alcohol. That would help. That would help so many people. Get that out of their lives and then whatever they can't fix on themselves, we then allocate money to help. Then we allocate money. If you're clean and sober and homeless, we allocate money to help you out. If you're homeless because you want to be homeless and you're fucking drunk and you're getting shit faced wasted and you're shitting on the streets of San Francisco and they said it's probably not drugs or alcohol, you don't get no fucking help. Double Z is arguing. Well, I'm as clean as they come, but yes, if I was injured and couldn't work for months, I too would be homeless unless a family helped you. Right. And the only reason why somebody wouldn't help you is if you're drunk and high all the time. I mean, it's not the only reason. Maybe they can't help you, but they would be less likely to help you if you weren't drunk and high. And since you're not drunk and high, they're more likely to. It's easier to get help from somebody. Hey, I'm just down on my luck. Oh, okay. Well, what happened? Well, I just get drunk and high all the fucking time, and that's all I really want to do. And oh, well, sounds like you've got your own problems going on here, bud. Having corrupt billionaires and politicians is okay, but housing and feeding the poor is unicorn farts and fairy tales. Yes. Because you're making. Who says that billionaires are corrupt? And Bill Gates is not a politician, but I know what you're saying. But what actual proof of Bill Gates? So I'm being a contrarian and I'm arguing because we have no proof that Bill Gates has done anything wrong or illegal. That is a supposition. Maybe they won't help you because they need to buy $600,000 gallons of fuel for their yacht trip next week. Maybe that too. Hi and bye to you and steady. Oh, it's wild. Thanks for popping in on us. So, if all homeless are addicts, I never said that, then why aren't all addicts homeless? I never said that. I never said that. If you, okay, so there's this many, let's say there's this many homeless people, and this many people are homeless because of drug addicts and alcoholics. Well, if you took drug addicts and alcoholics out of it, then you're left with the, what, this many people, right? And we could probably help that many people, but we can't help this many people. Throwing money at this many people only helps this many people. This is a waste of money. That doesn't work. Because why? Because this money could go to these people. Maybe I should have done it sideways, so it doesn't look like up and down. Maybe I won't ask for help. Okie doke. Okie dokie. For one, he pushes the jab. You're openly against and openly pushes for population reduction. That's not illegal. Neither of those things are illegal. Do I like those things? No, but you can't crucify Elon Musk or Bill Gates without actually having wrongdoing. Too much money involved in the homeless industrial complex for it to not to continue. That's true too. How much money did California say they were using for homelessness and just didn't? That's what happens. Epstein's a billionaire. That's what happens when you allocate money to the homelessness crisis. They use it for other shit. So what are we talking about here? Eradicate them. Get rid of them. You want to get high and drunk? I'll give you the ultimate high in an electric chair. Boom, bitch. You want to fry your brain? I'll do it with a few extra amperage. Inject you with some voltage. Pow! So even if 70% can't be helped, which I would argue that number, but for sake of conversation, the other 30% don't deserve a chance, even if it costs 3 times as much. It's just money versus human life. Human life is very expendable. In the world of Beanso, well, as Pitch said several times, some who are addicts become addicts after they become homeless to cope with being homeless. That's not smart. So you take alcoholics and drug addicts out, then we have less of a problem. Spencer Pratt. Never thought I would see him as mayor of LA. I've been in Seattle, Washington State for 20 years. I know the blue hair mentally very well. Mentality. Yes, that's very unfortunate. And where's the proof that Elon and Bezos really earned anything? Well, I mean, they've got assets. So if 70%, let's do 50-50. 50% of people, yes, the other 50, 70-30. The other 50 do deserve to get help, right? Because they're doing it properly. But you can't, I don't think you can just throw money at the other 70% and be like, you guys you should figure out what you're doing with this. Well, for one, it doesn't even make it down there because the fucking because California just used it to fucking who knows what they did with the money. Who knows what California did with the money? Who fucking knows? But they sure as fuck didn't spend it on the homelessness crisis. And you cannot just house homeless people. Like I said, it's a very difficult problem with a very complex solution. You have to give these people options, and the ones that take the proper steps and do the proper thing and they follow the fucking rules, am I the only one that gives a shit about the rules? Am I the only one? Because if I just wanted to, I don't want to fucking go to work and pay high prices for food and gas and rent. I don't want to fucking do it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. So I just won't. I just won't do it. And you deserve to pay for it. You deserve to pay for all my shit. And my drugs, and my alcohol, and my cigarettes, and my nicotine, and my fucking douche flute, and my clothes, and my shoes, and my soda pop, and my fuck, not just my water and my protein, my soda, my Pop Tarts. This is the same guy who believes you should let guilty people go instead of one not guilty person spending time in prison. I say, now the justice system is a totally different topic. It has been said it is better to let 10 guilty people go free than one innocent man go to prison or one innocent man die or whatever. Just saying. Free hookers and blow forever. You're not rocking the Bubba beard. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. No sweat, dude. Hey, it's a complex solution. It's not a hard problem. My point is still, if you get rid of all these you get rid of the drug and alcohol, which is the one of the root causes of homelessness and despair and their whole outlook on life. You get rid of that and you have a better demographic in which to work. All the drugs gone. What the fuck are these little bugs crawling around? All the drugs gone equals murder rate. People need a crutch. I don't buy that. I think more people get murdered over drugs than lack thereof. And if you just got, I don't think murder rates skyrocket. Just let Darwin have them, man. Just let Darwin fucking have them. The strong survive. I'm sick of it. Let's enable drug addicts and alcoholics and weak people so we can have a whole country full of weak fucking pussies running around complaining about shit and give me this and give me that so we can all be weak. So the men in the country can be weak instead of fucking like taking responsibility for yourself, dealing with the hard decisions, working your fucking ass off, just like everyone else is expected to do, pay high prices, pay whatever you have to do, pay what you have to pay, do what you have to do, work where you have to work, so you can be the same fucking place everyone else is. What makes them so much better than us that they don't have to do it? They just don't have to fucking do it. They don't have to do it because they don't want to do it. And let's just throw fucking money at it. Let's take money away from the military, these people with discipline, and give it to the fucking homeless people who want to get high and get drunk. No fucking thank you. Just saying, dude. Our country pays thousands for drug tests for PDFs or former felons in order for them to stay out of jail. Why can't the same things be in place for homeless in order to be housed? They pee clean, they can have a room. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There should be a system in which you can apply that if you start following the fucking rules, will help you out. Will help you get clean, like we'll give you a bath and shit so you can get to work and shit, so you can earn money and shit, so you can buy a car and shit, so you can get to work on your own fucking self, so then you can get a fucking house on your by your own ass. And then bam. And then we invite you back so you can help other people do the same shit. And be like, hey guys, I used to be just like you. Bam, bam, bam. Holy shit, it's a $20 fucking super chat for being fucking based. Bam, bitches. Oh, guess who's not going to fucking Souls Harbor down the street? Beanso. Because he's based as a motherfucker. Oh, based, bitches. Cheers. That's what I'm saying. Orange cup, orange $20 super chat. Oh, that's just what I'm saying. We need a place to build this, but you have to be able to cross that first step. Oh, you're not clean and sober. You're down. You're not coming in. You're not crossing the line. Oh, you are clean and sober? Cool. We will help you out. Let's fucking tap, 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 tap. Patson even. Yeah, P-dubs. Too sweet to Patson. Let's get these motherfuckers to piss clean, and then we'll get you clean. We'll get you a fucking job. We'll get you a fucking help you get a car. Okay, so then why don't you have to pass a piss test to get food stamps or HUD? I think you should. I agree to a point, but it's obviously absurd to believe we should have to work 3 jobs for 40 years to be able to pay and buy a fucking house. Agreed. Right? My boss's dad, 1 job, had a house, stayed at home, mom with 3 kids, was able to have a savings account. Past tense. Right. We just don't live in that place anymore. We just don't. Why? Because we're in America. And why did we do that? Because we let the fucking Federal Reserve handle our fucking business. And they used to be a private company. Now they're a quasi-private, quasi-government arm of the government, which is not true. They're still a private fucking organization running the fucking country. The fiat currency into the ground. You know what happens when a bank gives you a loan? What happens? What's it called? Fractional reserve banking. When a bank gives you a loan for a car or a house, they create money out of thin fucking air. We didn't used to do that. Now this is economic. This is like totally different than the housing crisis, right? The homeless crisis. This is a bubble that will pop. So I mean, you can either complain about your high prices, right? You can complain about that shit because it sucks. Or we can rip the fucking band-aid off and just everyone now you're like making sure you have a gun because you're making sure you're protecting your home from invaders and looters, and then there's real chaos. Then there's like people on the fucking street getting shot, and there's just dead bodies everywhere. Every fucking where. And now it's no thing to see a bunch of dead bodies everywhere because now there is no currency. Because why? We live on a fiat system and it's super fucking fucked up. Dude, shout out to Trailer Shift for that $20 super chat, by the way. Holy fucking shit. It should have been abolished 16 years later. Dude, tell me about it. That's like deep rooted evil. Give me the power to make a country's money, and I care not who makes its laws. Because it doesn't matter at that point, right? A fiat system upheld by artificial scarcity. Bada bing, bada fucking boom. Or you can fucking complain about how we're paying prices and it takes 40 years to pay shit off and blah blah. Dude, we're kicking the can down the road. You want to complain about the can being kicked? Okay, fine. Let's stop kicking the can down the road and rip the fucking band-aid off, and now you're fucking it's a world of fucking chaos. It's anarchy. Only yeah, now you want to talk about strong only the strong survive? These homeless people you give a fuck about, they're all dead. They can't fucking they can hardly stand up and walk anywhere because they're so fucking high and drunk. How do you expect them to fucking go fend for themselves when people are getting shot and killed over water and fucking food? Everything spoils. The grid is down. Only people that know how to hunt and fish and live off the fucking land survive. And all these cities are done. Me, done. You, done. Everybody's cooked. But at least we don't have to wait 30 years to pay for a fucking house. Yeah, you're right. If you can hold up your house and you can fortify it from bandits and looters, and yeah, that's you're not paying anyone now. Now the banks are gone and money doesn't mean shit. Sure. Hope you're happy. I prefer just kicking the can down the road because there's less dead bodies in the street. Big fucking deal. So inflation sucks. There's no way to just fix it either. There's no way to fucking fix it. I just want to kick it down the road just a little longer, please. Just let let me pass away, our kids pass away, their kids pass away, and maybe their kids. Everyone lives full lives of crazy, who knows how we survive that long, and then let it all collapse. Because we're fucking on a knife's edge, dude. There's going to be a great reset. Only imagine. I mean, that's what it's like. I know it sucks. I know it sucks, right? And I can complain about it's fucking Trump's fault. Oh yeah, it's Trump's fault because he's built on this system. You can't just it's Joe Biden's fault. Yeah, fucking right. He's built into the system. The system was built a long time ago. And now we're seeing some of the repercussions. But I would rather see repercussions of kicking the can than yanking the rug. And really, it could happen. I mean, any fucking time. It could literally happen any fucking time. So I'd rather just kick it down a little bit. Say no to Marxism and socialism and communism. Freedom for Cuba's political prisoners. Yeah, I think Cuba's a good little. That's a good example. We should hook Cuba up, baby. They're having brownouts and they don't like communism, and we should just bring them on over to America. America, baby. Yeah, but not at this scale. I don't know what you mean by this. What scale? Murders have been happening since the dawn of time. Cavemen murdered cavemen when money wasn't a value. Most, or at least a good percent of murders don't involve money. Right. And if there was no money, we would have tons of murders over food and motherfucking water. Water, dude. Have you heard of the Great Water Wars? Because that's going to happen. We're all going to be fighting over fucking water. Amen. God bless America and the world, baby. Oh, America. We're just like, America is just, we're barely getting by, dude. But I think most countries, oh, some countries are just barely getting by. It's not going to be good. Food, water, and straight up poontang, baby. Oh, pitches from Kentucky. That would have been better than allowing billionaires and privileged people to exist. To be honest, it's not that I give a shit about the homeless. I just want the misery and discomfort to be equal. Yeah, but I mean, they won the game. I mean, if you won the game, you wouldn't want to be a loser if you won the game. Imagine winning. You could still win right now. As a victim of the Cuban dictatorship, I'm gonna have to debunk you on that. Cuba's fucked up because of the Cuban Revolution. Get out of here. Quite possibly. Yep, state governments are already controlling water and people's own property. Discovered that looking at property. Yeah, some places, I don't think you can collect rainwater. How fucked is that? I'm all for living off the land as long as you're not paying taxes. The rich are rich because they build businesses and invest. That's it. If it wasn't for rich people, they're like they provide jobs. They're like job creators and providers. We need these types of people. They're some people are just born into it, right? Because of someone else. But it has to be that way. I mean, it just fucking has to be that way. So none of them were born into it or inheritance babies. I'm sure some of them were. You're looking at the panhandle of Idaho. Oh, never mind. You just have to. We just have to deal with whatever. Hold on a second. I gotta take a piss. All right, let's do another like what 3 minutes. Property taxes are bullshit. Yeah, 3 generations. But if you don't fork over 6K, yeah, it means you don't own the land. The government owns the land. You're still leasing it for property tax, which I think is bullshit. There's a lot of stuff we need to fix. Fuck capitalism. No way, dude. All the wealth and resources are in the hands of my family and I. Well, yeah, that's a dictatorship. Decatur. Hey, Tejas. All right, I'm out of coffee. What's new? Oh, dude, you missed everything, Samson. You missed everything. We're gonna euthanize homeless people, and we're gonna pay high prices for shit and like it. That's what's new. Yeah, no more homeless people. We'll fix that. That's just Beanso's final solution. Want a final solution for homelessness? I got it. Wish I could share this slice of heaven with you. Laying in bed, window open, fresh cut grass, wafting in a cool breeze. Well, that painted a good picture. I wish you didn't have to pay property taxes on that shit. When I see the foam in my zone, I just save myself $150. Mm-hmm. When I see the foam, I'm in my zone. West Seattle. Ugh. Washington took away rights to own a semi-automatic rifle. Oh, rights to own a semi-automatic? I think you should be able to own all kinds of guns. Definitely. More guns, the better. Now, you probably shouldn't own like a nuclear weapon. I don't think you should own that. Or like, you know, things like that. But you should definitely have guns. There's no way capitalism can be renewed into an alternative system, especially communism, because kids these days never lived in Soviet times. So their idea is romantic. and completely erroneous. Indeed. Homeless Asian lady asked me for change today. I told her I was broke. She walked away, all dejected. Oh, she was an Asian lady? Sucky, sucky, $5? That's how Cuba got taken over. They took our guns away. Save the Second Amendment, please. Yes, indeed. I had to charge it. It needed charged. Okay, I'm out of here, everyone. We're going to do another Pro Gunner's Foot. No shall be infringed a little, not be infringed, period. Yeah, that's true, man. I wouldn't have voted for Ferguson, by the way. Just by the way he looks. Who's Ferguson? Oh, is that down in. Who's that? That's LA or whatever? Is that the LA guy? Sopranos trivia. I think Steady wrote a Sopranos trivia. I don't have $5. It went to gas. Damn, man, you could have got a little sucky sucky. Hated Ferguson since 2016. Interesting. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Granny and Steady, Chris B, George P, Jay Spella, Michelle, Taco Time, Tyler, Thomas, Solomon, Jared, Shane, 912, Seth, Josh, Bevka, Nathan Miller, Kacheri, Double ZW, Dylan City of the Dead, Patson, Scotty, Clown in the Mall, 912's Foot, Martello Modifies, MDL, BCN, Dahl, Scrimtar, Dylan Veloka, Rebel Ghoster, Jay, Hook, Lala B is on here. This is an old one. Lynn, 50 cents, 17. Even 50's on here. You guys remember that kid? Sorry for the topic, Beanso. Bob Ferguson is Washington State governor. Oh, okay. You hate capitalism and communism. There needs to be a better system that works for me. I think he's being funny. Come on, relax, guys. Drippy Goose, Moto Fuzz, Sonny, Daniel Berry Sports Highlight, Too Tough Tony, Patrick Stanley, and Pitchfork Peasant. I need to get you on here, man. This is the old one. All right, everybody.